Moms, what made you start a personal war with your own son? I had a 15-year-old son who thought he was a professional lawyer. Every single rule I made, he'd find a way to twist it. I told him no video games until homework was done. So he did one math problem and said, I started it. The rule doesn't apply. I told him no snacks before dinner. So he ate an entire bag of chips at 4:59 p.m. and said, dinner's at 5. I'm good. At first, I let it slide, but then it got worse. One Thursday, I told him he had to clean his room before going out with friends. Simple request, right? This kid vacuumed a single line down the middle of his floor, shoved everything under his bed, and said, you never specified how clean. I stood there holding a laundry basket, staring at him like he just solved world hunger with audacity. That was it. War was declared. He asked if he could go to his friend's house that weekend, and I said, sure, but you have to contribute to the household first. He looked at me, confused, and said, what does that mean? I smiled. You'll find out. Saturday morning, I woke him up at 6 a.m. with a list. Mow the lawn, clean the gutters, organize the garage, wash both cars, and repaint the fence in the backyard. He sat up in bed, looked at the list, then looked at me like I just handed him a prison sentence. This is insane, he said. I shrugged. You never asked me to specify what contributing meant. His face went blank. I could see the gears turning in his head, realizing I just used his own move against him. He tried to argue, but I pulled out my phone and showed him screenshots of every single time he'd done this to me. Dates, timestamps, the whole case file. He stared at the screen, then at me, then back at the screen. This is not fair, he muttered. I said, life's tough, counselor. He went outside and started mowing the lawn, but of course, he tried it again. Mowed half the lawn, came back inside, and said, you didn't say the whole lawn. So I added another task. He washed one car and said, you said cars. I did a car. Added another task. This went on for hours. Every time he thought he found a loophole, I added something new. By the end of the day, he'd done every single chore on the list, plus 4 extras. He was covered in sweat, dirt on his face, looking like he just survived a reality show challenge. He dragged himself inside, collapsed on the couch, and said, I'm sorry, I'll just follow the rules normally. I handed him a Gatorade, smiled, and said, good. He hasn't tried a loophole since. Turns out all I had to do was outlawyer the lawyer.